Hello guys, Kedu my people, welcome to Journey with E. My name is Esther and in this video we will be crushing some military myths, misconceptions, controversies, you name it. These are some of the stuff that some civilians think about the military, and no judgments over here because I actually got some of these myths from my friends. So before we go into it, as usual, I want to say a very big thank you to our loyal subscribers and viewers. Guys, thank you so much. You are the reason why I do what I do. And if this is your first time on this channel, this is your very first video, welcome. I'm really happy to have you here and I really hope that you stay with us and you enjoy this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments while we either crush or, not crush this myth. Let's get into it. Welcome back, guys. So for myth number 1, it says that everyone in the military is a trained killer. What? No way. Trained killer? Now, actually, this myth, I actually heard it first of all from my closest friend and sister, Taiwo. So if you're watching this right now, shout out to Taiwo for trying to call me out on being a killer. And recently, I actually got another question about this from one of my friends, Tosin, Mr. Days. So no, we are not all trained killers in the military. Now look at me. Do I look like I can hunt a fly? I mean, I can shoot it. But that doesn't mean, I'm a trained killer. We all have different jobs in the military. My job is not to kill per se. It does not mean that I am not trained to be a soldier. I am trained as a soldier and I can do everything in combat. However, guys, we're not all trained killers. So for that myth, it's going to be crushed. Get it? Our second myth is that everyone in the military goes to war. Well, this one is kind of a tricky one. However, when you say everyone, that is where it kind of gets like, no, not really. Because for us to go to war, there has to be war. So if we're in a time of peace, for example, there is no war. So where are we going? We're not going to war, we're just doing our jobs. For example, some of you may know my job in the military is a biomedical technician. So I fix medical equipment and I service medical equipment. So will you be taking me to war to do what? Actually, no, we have different jobs in the military. We have people that actually train for war, they're combatants. We have the infantrymen, right? And we also have dentists, we have surgeons, we have everything you can find in a civilian life in the army. And this does not mean that we're all going to war. No, we're not. So for that myth, guys, is going to be crushed. No, we're not all going to war. The third myth is that military spouses don't have jobs. Now, I personally believe that this is a tad dramatic, and pardon my accent on this one. But no, jokes apart though, I have had the pleasure of meeting a lot of military spouses. I have friends of them, I communicate with a lot of them, and these people are anything but jobless. Truth be told, I have one that is like a doctor, like a real doctor. How cool is that? Like I'm in the military and my wife is a doctor. I also have others that work 2 jobs and some even work with the military and some out of the military. So no, military spouses are not jobless. And let me tell you something, just because they took the decision to move with their family, or the spouses, their partner to a different place does not mean that they don't have a life going on for them. That is called sacrifice. So actually, at this point, I want to say thank you to every military spouse out there that is sacrificing every day for the sake of your military service member. Honestly, we couldn't be able to do the things that we do without you because you're the reason why we stay focused at work and we cannot wait to get home. So for that myth is going to be crushed. That's not true, man. Military spouses are not jobless. I grew up in Nigeria and I saw how the military were treated. How it's always go do this, go do that, and it's like this, that. Yes, in the military, there is discipline and you do have to respect your seniors. You have to respect your leaders. You have to respect even your colleagues, your peers, and respect yourself, However, it's not in a situation where your superiors have to order you around to do things that they cannot do themselves. There's something in the US Army where it's like, as a leader, you cannot tell your subordinates to do something that you yourself cannot do. So it's just, respect is reciprocal. It goes both ways. However, in the military, as far as I'm concerned, you don't get like ordered around just for nothing. You get told what to do. Yes. They give you like instructions, you do this, you do that. So I guess for this myth, you guys let me know what you think in particular. How do you feel about this myth? Do you think that in the military they order you around, maybe your superiors order you around? Tell me your experiences and leave it in the comment section. Let's know. So for this myth, we will not be crushing it anytime soon. Let's see how this plays out before we know how to handle this myth. And for the last myth for today, it says that military is incompatible with having a family. Now, I can understand where the person is coming from with this myth, because you know how they say we tend to move around a lot and we tend to be away from home, maybe on missions or trainings or whatever, you name it. So I understand that part. However, saying that the military itself is not family oriented is not quite right, because when the military moves a service member, they pay so much just to move the family with you. They actually give the housing, they have military houses, they have schools on base. We have high schools, we have elementary schools on military bases. So why do you think that is? So let that just sink for a little bit. Why do you think all those things are actually provided? Ta-da! It's because the military encourages family. Now, that doesn't mean it is very, easy to have a family in the military. No, it doesn't. It's just extra sacrifices and more communication and more work. However, the military is actually family oriented. Now, guys, that brings us to the end of this video. Woo-hoo! Now, let me know what you think about this myth. Let me know the ones you didn't quite agree with me on, because, hey, these are all my opinions and it's totally up for, disagreement. We agree to disagree, right? So let me know in the comment section, what myth have you heard? What is your misconception about the army? As a civilian, when you see that army lady, what do you feel? How do you feel? How does she make you feel? When you see that army guy, what are the things that you think he's capable of that you can't quite, just ask him straight up. Now, this is the channel. You leave it in the comment section and we will debunk it together. Hey guys, thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you for watching this video. Again, if you haven't subscribed to this channel and you keep coming back and you're watching me and you still haven't subscribed, come on now. What do you want? A champagne? All right, no problem. But go ahead, subscribe, hit the button down below or even the one right here and subscribe, be a part of the family. And until then, love you and see you later. Mwah. Bye-bye.